And there's not an Uber for classic cars, but maybe there will be one day. So we're talking about Uber this morning. There's a guy who says, hold on, Uber, that was my idea first. And so now he's suing the company to try and, I imagine, get a couple of bucks. And that's why our lawyer in blue jeans is joining us this morning. Jeff, he wants some money, doesn't he?
Good morning, but no,
documentation.
Let me correct you first. There will be an Uber for classic cars when Cuba opens up all the way, because that's all they have over there.
Good point, Jeff. All right.
All right. Well, let's get back to reality here. Yeah, there's a guy who's actually sued a couple different companies, and in one case has been successful with regard to technology. He's a filmmaker, and he basically said that a couple years before Uber became in existence and became this giant that they are now, he actually sat down and discussed it with the owner and the co-founder of Uber, and he feels he should get a piece of this thing. That really it was his idea, and that they stole it. And of course, he didn't file trademark, or he didn't do that, but he did send himself a letter, and it's sealed and it hasn't been opened at the time that he discussed it. That's what we call a poor man's trademark. Not necessarily going to go anywhere legally.
Yeah, I was going to say, does that do anything? Because it says there is no disclosure agreements or other paperwork. So
Correct.
Does this hold up in court?
I don't think so. I think it's interesting. Obviously, they're worth billions of dollars. I mean, it's a huge deal now. I mean, again, law. We always come around in circles. Everything we talk about, really, virtually everything on this segment in law, has to do with okay, here's the assertion. Now, is there evidence? And how does the law apply to the evidence? Can you prove it? And to what degree, even if you can prove it, what is his damages? I mean, maybe he brought the idea up, and it could well be. But then there's so much more that went into this thing after they had their 1 hour lunch. So
the timing seems to be also a question here, Jeff, because Uber's been around for several years. So my question is, why would you just now file a lawsuit?
Because Uber is now worth more than most companies.
So I'm just going to sit and wait for you to be worth a lot of money,
well,
and then I sue you?
Yeah, I don't. That's a good question, and I think that's something that if it goes very far, will certainly be brought up by the attorneys. There's no. Well, I'm not sure there's a statute of limitations on that, or if there is one, I'm not sure what it is.
But it's certainly suspicious, if nothing else.
For sure, yeah. And the longer you wait, the less likely people will believe you. Your reputation or your credibility becomes less. So it's interesting because you just want, but that's the nature of our world of lawsuits. We file a lawsuit just in San Diego, 11 lawsuits filed every minute.
Wow.
So this is what we do when we have a problem.
I groan, but you say that's why I'm in business. The lawyer in blue jeans.
Well, what I used to do, yeah, I used to be reactive law. It's really interesting because really most people think of lawyers and law as reaction, putting people's the fires out, whether it be divorce law, which I used to do, and bankruptcy and drunk driving and this and that and the other thing. But then there's the other side of the coin, which I kind of feel like I'm on now.
Proactive.
Proactive.
Sure.
Get government and lawyers out of your life.
So you can learn about that at bluejeanslawyer.com, right? No, lawyerbluejeans.com.
Yeah, lawyer and blue jeans. Well, yeah, lawyerbluejeans.com.
Lawyerbluejeans.com, at bluejeanslawyer on Twitter.
On Twitter.
I'm going to keep it straight.
That's how you do it, yeah. Or just keep watching every time we're on, and we'll talk about another situation.
Right. Sounds good, Jeff. Good to see you.
Okay.
Enjoy your holiday weekend. Go on vacation.
Well, I'm not going anywhere special, just hanging around fairly local.
That's good. Enjoy.
Okay.